My Pillow presents Here's Your Masters of Love, Fred the Falcon and AJ with Beth Liebling. Brought to you by Darling Way and My Pillow.
All right, we're back, and very excited about this segment now because we're going to get a female perspective here. And if you want to get in and have a question, 713-780-3776. Beth Liebling joins us and will be joining us, and I'm looking forward to this. Her shop is called Darling Way. It's over in the Heights. I like to refer to it as a romance cornucopia. I think
Come closer to the microphone.
A little closer to the
There
mic.
you go.
Yeah, you're probably used to that. You need to be just a little closer.
Put it closer to your mouth.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
No
I like
problem.
that romantic cornucopia. I'll have to remember that.
Yeah. You're a former family law attorney, and now you own this really cool shop. So you're great for advice, right?
I love to give advice. I love to talk about everything, and I'm happy to address any and all questions about love, relationships, intimacy, confidence.
You made a nice suggestion to me. You sent me home with a pair of underpants from your shop.
Yes.
And as expected, my wife doesn't really, that's not what her thing. Like seeing me in some kind of sexy underwear is not, she doesn't find that to be attractive.
Okay.
But I really liked them. They felt good. They had like a pouch to hold all my junk in.
Yes.
That's a good pair of underwear. I enjoyed it.
I'm so glad.
Yeah, so thank you for that.
You're absolutely welcome.
That's a great recommendation.
It is true, I think, for everybody that when we start fresh with something on underneath, it can affect our whole day.
Yeah.
So I think that we somehow have missed the boat with men.
I just like that it supports my balls a little bit. Like it's more so than just like a regular boxer brief would, which kind of pushes your balls up against your body. This actually has like a nice little pouch to hold your balls. And
They
it keeps
call
them separate from your taint, which is probably good for hygiene reasons. You probably smell better down there when your balls aren't slapping up against your taint all day.
I assume that you sweat less, actually, even from chafing. Men
I
who
think
sit
so.
even at a desk when they're not in that nice little Joey pouch.
Yeah.
There can be a lot of chafing.
Yeah, I like that.
So I'm so glad.
Yeah,
I'm glad they fit.
You did me a big favor.
Didn't you enjoy looking at yourself in the mirror actually before you got dressed or afterwards?
It was hideous to look at myself in the mirror as usual, but I felt better, and that's what really matters is if I felt better or not.
Did she like touching on them because they're super soft?
She did say they were soft. She said they feel good, but I said these are supposed to be sexy underwear, and she's like, well, I mean, seeing you in underwear is, I mean.
Right. Well, so let's just be clear, though. We didn't give you, quote, sexy underwear.
No.
It's just that you are simply used to using just coverage as
Right.
underwear. The ones we got you were nice, but they were not. They were a step up from where you were, but they were like a work shoe. They
Right.
were not designed to
What
really
would you consider
entice.
sexy men underwear? Is there a such thing?
Oh, there's definitely all sorts of sexy men
Because
underwear.
I feel like if I were to wear a thong or something like that, it would look horrible on me, like some sort of like a banana hammock.
Yes, well, just like women,
You
if
think
I
that
were
would
to
look
wear
good
a
on a
string
dude?
bikini, it would not look good on me either.
Okay.
So, but absolutely, there are things that would look better on you. There are things that will enhance your junk. There are
really?
things that will enhance your tush.
I need to know about this.
Oh, there's all sorts of fun that you can have
I need to
with
know
men's
all about
underwear.
that.
Yes. And a
But
lot
it's like
of
women to use it as like a lie. I always feel bad because I feel like push-up bras and makeup are lies that women tell us. I don't want to be a liar.
No. And at Darling Way, there's nothing.
Okay.
There's no lying. That's not part of me. That's not part of the shop. We want everybody to own what they've got, enjoy it, but make the most of it.
Okay.
And that means enjoying it and dressing it up as nicely as you can. And I tell people, why would you give a gift in a grocery store paper bag?
I don't know.
Wrap it up a little bit nice and go from there.
Yep.
Well, we have questions from the texters for you.
Cool.
One says, things have gotten stale. The wife is not interested in me. What do I do? That's pretty general.
That is one of the most common problems, I think, in long-term relationships. Whether you're married or you're not married, things fall into a rut.
I'm curious to hear your advice because I'll give you mine afterwards. I'll give advice and we'll see who gives better advice.
Mine would be dump the bitch, but that's
Well, that's uncalled for, Fred.
Well,
just kidding.
that would be one answer, but really it's so much cheaper to keep her, okay?
That's true.
We
Yeah.
always start with that
I can
presumption.
speak. I can speak to that.
But my thought is that you have to figure out why it's same old, and then you have to take responsibility. Each of us does for trying to shift things up, and it is not necessarily easy. But anything you do, change the prop, change the setting, change the scene, and give her something that she likes in a way that she likes it.
Okay. I was going to say you should masturbate in front of her and like not let her be a part of it, and just show her that you don't need her around. And then once women start feeling that way, they start feeling like, oh, wait a minute, he's able to still have the same success without me. Then they feel like they need to be back in a part of that success.
But I actually kind of like the idea of what you're saying, but I don't like the vindictiveness that you're coming at it from. So
if someone doesn't want to have sex with me, you always have to be vindictive about it.
That doesn't really work for women, though.
I know.
They then pull further away. If you actually want them to pull forward, then maybe use your approach, use the masturbation, but
you're saying
tease
do it
them
in a
along
romantic
the way.
sense?
Yes, and let her know that nothing's required from her, but her presence is there. Enjoy
thinking
giving the
more-
show. You're a performer.
See,
right?
I was thinking more
Make it a
like
performance.
hold an iPad between me and her and do it there. Like what, like
Oh, with watching? Sure.
No, like let's say you're my wife, I would put an iPad right here and watch my movie and just take care of business without like looking at the iPad and not her. That would tell her, you know what? If he can get this without me, maybe I should be back a part of the team. That's bad advice though, right?
Well, but what you would do then, right? She would get back in the team, but she would resent you.
That's okay.
Nobody wants to be working for a team that wants to trade them on something. So the better approach to me is that you actually want her to have relations with you because she likes you. So
Okay.
I would try to turn her on with it. But I like the idea of some self-satisfaction along the way.
Okay.
Just enjoy it also.
All right.
My advice: get a side piece. All right, couple more.
Cheaper to keep her.
Well, you keep her, you just don't tell her. I'm trying to get a girl.
That's awful, Fred.
Well, hey,
It's awful.
there's a reason we have different perspectives.
You give
here.
horrible advice.
I know. I'm trying to get a girl out of my league. How do I keep my confidence up? What do I do?
You start fresh. You wear something that you feel looks good in. You're honest with yourself about what your strengths are. You're honest with yourself about what your weaknesses are. And then you absolutely go with your strengths. It is amazing how many men don't get the woman they want because they never even ask. They're so unwilling to take a chance that it's never going to happen. Take a chance. Go ask. Ask several times. Be nice. Figure out what it is she wants. Do things differently and let that self-confidence be what wins her over.
I think the best way to get a woman out of your league, and I took advice from someone who got a lot of women out of his league on this, a guy named Bill Cosby. And he taught me that if you really want something, you can get it if you can make them laugh. And laughter is where not the other way that he got the women. Laughter is how I'm sure he found his wife. But he had some other recommendations that I was out on. But Bill Cosby, an expert at getting women out of his league, laughter is the key. You make them laugh and you get them.
That's absolutely true.
Yeah.
It takes confidence to make somebody laugh,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Chicks
to laugh
love to
with
laugh.
them. Yes.
If you take your shirt off and they start laughing,
Not
not
the
great.
same, yeah.
Not great.
But you can turn that too. Of course you can turn that too.
What do you do? Like you shake them at them? Like
Sure. If
Okay.
you've got a nice carpet of fur there, you let them rub it.
Okay.
You talk to them about how it feels so good. You talk to them about how gentle their hands are upon your skin. Oh, you can go with any situation, but you're right.
Okay.
Confidence and laughter, absolutely. They'll
Okay.
cover the day. And in bed, laughter, awesome. Love and laughter go hand in hand.
Not drugs, though.
No. Well,
Unless it's consensual that you're
Yeah.
taking the drugs.
right. Like if you both smoke weed beforehand, I think that enhances things quite a bit. But
Because I always thought that alcohol was that's the great equalizer.
Yeah.
Like, if you get drunk with a chick, you're probably going to be more handsome to her. That's just the way
Absolutely.
it works. And honestly, she'll be prettier to you, too. She, you can justify to yourself hooking up with a 5 if you're drunk enough. Because she'll
Right.
look like a 7.5 if you're super drunk.
But your performance will be at a 1 or a 2.
But
so
then-
she may not. So she won't want to do it again.
Yeah, because when you wake up in the morning, you'll wake up next to a 5. You're not going to want to do it again either. So it works both ways. Like at the time, it keeps everybody happy, and then later on, it is what it is.
As long as you call it is what it is. I consider that fast food of romance.
Yes,
fast food. That's fine.
Right.
Once in a while, fast food is good. Don't pretend that you're.
You can't live on fast food.
No, you shouldn't.
You can't live on it.
Not happily.
You'll make a mess, or you'll get the AIDS.
Well, I would just say for the girl out of your league, just go ask her out, dude. Just fire. It's like basketball. When I used to play basketball, when I got the ball, I would shoot it every time. Just take the shot.
You are the worst teammate.
I know. I was a terrible teammate, but that's all right.
But he doesn't have a team, so it's perfect. He should be taking the shots. Every shot he can get. And if he can get himself in a good position, then all the better.
I mean, that is kind of the good thing is if you ask 100 chicks that are way too hot for you to hook up, and one of them says yes,
win.
You won that one.
That's a victory.
They will. If you make it something they want to do, it is amazing because nobody gets asked out as often as they want. Doesn't matter how beautiful you are. Doesn't matter how handsome you are. Very, very, very few people actually get as many invitations as they would like.
And if you ask out 100 hot chicks and none of them say yes, that's when you just start asking out ugly girls because they
just drop down. Don't go to ugly. Just drop down a level.
You need to go to ugly
Change
girls
the way
for
you're
a while.
Asking.
You go to ugly girls for a while until your slump is busted. And once you've been with a few uglies, your confidence will go up a little bit, and you say, you know what, I'm ready to move on from these uglies, and then you move up to the mid-tier girl.
I have seen some of the least attractive men with some of the most beautiful women. And
those guys are rich.
No, they have skills.
No, they're rich.
They have skills. They have an appeal. They have something going on, and they make
Ferraris.
the woman with them. Nope. Those are easy to spot. These are men that somehow make the women they're with feel like the most amazing person ever. And hot, hot, hot.
All right.
Mm-hmm. It can be done.
Or they have,
Ferraris.
Yeah. No, well, I was thinking 18-wheelers, but...
Yeah. They've got a big rig.
Yeah.
Hey, those big rigs are really hard to drive. So
They are.
do not just espouse big rigs. They're not all they're cracked up to
But
be.
some chicks
it's hard
are
to
into
park them in a small garage.
Some chicks are into the big rig.
Some are.
Everyone I've ever seen on a porno.
And some chicks are into the big rig. If they don't like it in the garage, you could just pull it around back.
There's somebody for everybody, that's for sure.
My girl only wants the same old thing. How can I get her to spice it up?
Oh, he's wanting anal.
Yeah,
or a threesome, something. He wants
like
one
that.
of those things for sure.
Yeah,
that's what he means by that, right?
Well,
That's
that
your
could
guess,
be,
right?
but there are a lot of actual men who don't even want that extreme. They don't want that much frisky in their bedrooms. They just want a little something. There are some people who hesitate before they will take their clothes off. They don't want the lights on. So you never know where somebody's starting in terms of what they want romantically. But you have to start someplace. This gentleman needs to figure out what it is that he wants and then start taking small steps towards getting it. And not asking her to do it. Don't put it on her shoulders. You take the initiative. You make something happen.
Are you telling him to get a hooker?
I would not tell somebody to do that.
Okay. I thought that's what you were saying. Because they'll do pretty much anything from what I've heard.
That's a rumor.
They might just arrest you too. So I would be a little careful.
I've already told the people about the workaround for that. Yeah. When you approach a hooker, you always say, instead of having sex, can we just go up to my hotel room and take some nude pictures of you? A real hooker will say, yeah, for the same money, I'll do that. A cop will say, nope, because that would be legal. I can't arrest you for it, and then you're going to have nudes of me? No, thanks.
I did not know that I was going to learn something so valuable
You're
here
welcome.
today. I
You're
really
welcome.
appreciate that.
Uh-oh.
That's very good to know. And just condoms. That's
Always. Oh, yeah, you can't. Listen, you should never have sex with a hooker, but if you do, you should always wear 2 condoms.
Just
at least
live
2.
and love responsibly.
Asking for a friend. Where can a normal guy find a normal girl that isn't a club or a bar?
Online dating
Tinder,
is
right, John?
absolutely the most amazing thing. And there are so many people out there and so many great people who want to meet, quote, normal people, respectable people, go have fun, have a real relationship. I think online dating is awesome. It can be done really poorly. It can be done really well. I love to help people with their profiles. I'll help them go through emails. I will help you try to figure out how you know when somebody's scamming you or not. But when done well, online dating is just like going to a buffet.
Monte Teo needed you.
Yeah.
Hey, we need to go to break. You hang around with us for a little more?
I'm happy to.
Having a little fun with this.
I'm enjoying y'all. Thank you very much for having me.
All right. We're going to take a quick break.
That was Pillow Talk, presented by Darling Way and My Pillow. Visit mypillow.com and use code ESPNQB for a buy one, get one free deal.
So we'll piss off the neighbors in the place that feels the tears, the place you lose your fears, reckless behavior.
This is The Blitz on ESPN 97.5.
Howdy, Houston. Dave South here.
Sports. All right, so we only had a couple minutes left, so we asked Beth to stick around, and she's going to be joining us every week. But we wanted you to tell the people a little bit about your shop. It's in the Heights on White Oak. It's very easy to find, and you're open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 7. And what made you decide to do this?
I got tired of people letting go of the intimacy in their relationships and getting divorced. And divorce just stinks, even when it's the right thing to do. And I thought that if people had a place that they could go that felt uplifting and respectful and exciting to come and find their flirty self, that I'd rather have help people stay together. So that's what we're doing.
Go by and check this place out. It is fantastic. We're going to swing by there again. I mean, she's got so many cool things, and I have to tell you, the price points on these things are not what you would expect, because you walk in, you feel like it's upscale, and you look at the prices, you go, "Wow, this is awesome."
Well, we have something for everybody. I grew up in a very value conscious family, and I've tried very hard to make sure that no matter what your version of romance is, for $20 you can get something fun that'll make your whole weekend, or for $600 you can get something that'll keep for years. So whatever you want, we've got it. Everything romantic, and everybody should walk around smiling more often.
From family law attorney to concierge of love. That's what you are. All right.
Happily.
Beth, thank you so much. Looking forward to this segment. We'll be doing it again next week on Wednesdays. Good job, John Lee. Good job, AJ Hoffman. Great job, Beth Liebling.
Thank y'all very much. It was so much fun.
All right. Well, we'll definitely be doing it again. All right. That's going to wrap it up. We will see you tomorrow at, speaking of the Heights, Christians on White Oak from 4 to 7. Till then, stay sportsy, bitches.
You're listening to ESPN 97.5.